Okay, yes, you're on to us. You know that I'm not a Buchanan. But see, Natalie and I are planning on telling the family.
Just not right now.
Well, I was hoping to come clean in a way that would hurt the fewest people, David.
If I had a sword, I would knight you, but I don't, and this is anything but noble.
This isn't about money.
Of course it's about money, fake Uncle Jared. It's always about money. But don't you see? You don't have to pretend to be the baby Buchanan anymore. To inherit the money, you can just marry it.
I love Natalie.
Have you been rehearsing that? It sounded rehearsed. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're more into her than I thought.
You know what, David, there's more than one reason why we don't want this to get out yet.
Prison being one.
Can you at least let me break the news to my mom first? I know you don't want to hurt her.
What are you talking about? Who said anything about breaking the news? We don't have to breathe a word of this. Unless the creepy spawn of Aces comes crawling out from under a rock.
Oh, good. Well, that's settled.
No, Natalie, there is still the matter of the money.
Money?
The next generation of con artists is such a disappointment. You don't even know blackmail when it's staring you in the face.
Oh, dorky.
Dorky? Why? How do I look?
You look cool.
Well, you look like me, so there's your answer.
Antonio's been AWOL for a while. Is everything okay?
I hope so.
I don't have to tell you, this is inappropriate behavior. You're in a house of worship.
It won't happen again. We promise. Sir, Father, I'm so sorry.
Make it so.
I feel like we're going to be turned into pillars of salt or something.
As long as it wasn't Ramsey, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. Whoa, we just promised a priest.
You promise.
Hey, Adriana. Seeing as Talia didn't come through, I wanted to give you something blue. And, with this thing, I've won more poker games and slots than I can even count. But the best luck of all is that I now have you as a daughter-in-law. It's a rabbit's foot.
Is it real?
No, unless there's some three-legged blue freak hopping around somewhere. But this thing is really lucky. Not that you need it or nothing.
What do you mean the plan's changed? How?
If you had just listened to what I had to tell you.
Look, I know your daughter cut me a fat check, but it's a tall order taking on a kid that's not mine.
I know that Shane isn't your son. Whatever it was that Adriana wanted you to do, I'm prepared to pay you double not to do it.
What do I have to do?
Go back to wherever it was that I found you. Roll over and play dead.
You want me to leave?
Duh. A private jet is fueled and ready to take off.
What about your daughter? Aren't you worried Gigi's gonna screw up the wedding?
Sometimes my daughter does not know what's best for her.
And you do. You want Gigi to stop that wedding. You don't want your daughter to marry Balsam.
I told you he was a creep.
Hey, Cretans have feelings, you know.
Do you know this guy was a donor match when Jessica had liver cancer, and he wanted my dad to pay him $10 million before he would agree to be the donor.
Never made a dime off of that.
Yeah, because my mom got through to you first.
Yeah, and I felt really... What's the word?
Guilty.
I never want to go through that again.
Okay, all right, David, then don't. All right, do the right thing.
No, I'm sorry. We're not talking about livers here. No one's dying, so I can't imagine feeling bad for taking my cut of what Jared's been bilking your family for this whole time anyway.
I told you he was scum.
It's okay. I will handle this.
I've got to get to Rex's wedding. I'm in it.
Go. I will take care of it.
I'll miss you.
You too.
Natalie, are you going to kiss Uncle Jared goodbye?
I've never believed that Rex Balsam was right for my daughter. He doesn't deserve her.
She seems to think so.
That's because he has made her so frightened and insecure, and I will not allow anyone to make my daughter suffer that way. It's just the right thing to do, Brody.
Whatever you say.
And by eliminating you from the equation, I'm merely letting nature take its course. Because Gigi was meant to stop that wedding without anybody, including you, preventing her from doing that. So do we understand each other?
Yes, ma'am. We understand each other all right.
Delighted to hear.